Hi, everybody. Gonna wait a couple of minutes, see who all comes in, and then we'll get started on our album again. It's really coming out nice. Um, got the page that I didn't want to start yesterday, the worst of it. I've got measurements I'll give you and everything. It's just cutting the slits, kind of a scary thing to make sure that they stay level. So I got that ready and got a couple other things ready, but I have the measurements and everything. So this is the paper pad we're using. I love the vintage Christmas. And told y'all I wanted to put this on the front. And I'm gold embossing it. But I can't find my embossing ink. So I did it on the back and it looks fine. All I'm doing, and we're going to go ahead and get it done because I need this piece ready to go. And I'm going to show you. You can even use stick glue. I've done it with that. But all I'm doing, a little bit of this glue, put some on here in different spots. Just kind of, well, come on. Oops, got a glob there. It'll be all right. Just kind of dot it around. You don't need a lot. You really, really don't. And this is the Mono Liquid Glue Multi XL by Tombow. And I've had this glue forever. I think I got it a couple of years ago when Hobby Lobby had it on clearance because I'm kind of cheap when it comes to my craft supplies. If it's not on sale, not a clearance, I won't buy it. I'll wait because I just don't have that kind of money to toss around. A lot of us don't, especially things the way they, you know, are right now. So, and I'm not going to go out and buy another ink pad because I can't find mine right now to do embossing. And I know this works. So then you just take and you kind of dab and it'll get it all tacky and it will hold down the embossing powder. So, and if you miss a spot here or there, don't panic. You can go back. And I got this embossing powder a couple of years ago on clearance at Hobby, as a matter of fact. So, squirt it on there. All right. I'm not getting the whole thing right now because I need a place to hold it while I'm embossing. And let's see. Get your embossing gun pretty warm. Let me move this over so I don't blow it everywhere. Takes a couple of minutes, but it'll work. Don't burn your fingers. You know, these heat guns get awfully warm. Okay, I'm going to let that cool a second. Then I'm going to come back and do this end and emboss it, and it'll be fine. Ooh, don't burn your fingers. Them little suckers get hot. Doesn't take it long to cool enough to where you can, pick it up again. And if you've missed any spots, this is where you can go back in and get them. My mom's watching in the other room. So, hi, Mom. She's not in the chat. She doesn't do all that. I think I'm going to add a little bit over here where the embossing didn't quite go. And I'm going to kind of tap. You don't want big clumps of the glue. You just want it lightly cover. Bring this back in and sprinkle some more. There you go. Tap it off. Looks pretty good. And sure you can get warm again. And here you go. So lay it down, let it cool, and we have, and all that is a little wooden piece I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It came, I think it was 6 in the pack, and that's all, you know. So I think it'll be pretty on our cover. Hey, Melinda, sorry, honey. That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get this cleaned up, and I'm gonna have to get it off my fingers. They feel kind of grungy now. You must be at work or something, Melinda. Okay. That's all cleaned up now. Yay. And I've kind of been thinking about what I want to use on the cover for sure. And I'll tell you, it's a toss-up. Let me get it over here and show you what I'm thinking. And y'all can give me your opinion as well. It's kind of a toss-up between, I like these two. I love this. And I did one with that on the cover. So this will give you an idea. That is what that one would look like. It's kind of pretty, right? On there. So that's what this will look like if we use that one. But then I really kind of like this one. And that would be kind of cute too. So, hi Jude. So give me you guys' opinion. Do you like the first one? We'll say A or B for the cover. I really, really would like your opinion.
I'm voting A.
Mom's voting A. A. Everybody says A. So we'll put the same one on this one that I've got on my prototype. I love this. It's gorgeous. And it does really look pretty. So, okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Now, let me move this out of the way and get these out of the way because we have to, let's see, we did this yesterday. We made a belly band here that's going to have a cute little journal in here. And for the journal, where did I put that piece of paper I picked out? This is going to be the cover for my journal, and it'll go really good with what's there. So that's going to be the cover. This will be the front. That'll be the back. I'm just going to kind of fold it in half and put my pages in, basically. So that's the journal. So now we did this page yesterday, and I'm going to have lace come down through here since we used lace on the belly band. I want to keep some of the lace going. And this one, it opens this way, opens that way. Then you have a flip down, a flip up, another flip down, another flip up. So you have a lot of real estate in here to be able to put photos, and we haven't decorated yet. And let's see, this one we did yesterday, and it's a simple one because when this folds and you have the journal here, you don't want a lot of bulk here because, you know, and this one opens this away, it opens this away, and then
Power off.
oh, that was my speaker. You have a nice big pocket here where we can tuck tags and photo mats and things like that. So that's what we did yesterday. This one I didn't start yesterday. Let me explain why. It's cutting these little slits for, it's a waterfall, but it's a pocket waterfall that's going to go in there. And it looks like this. You have the 3 waterfall, okay? But each one of these, they go down inside. You know, I didn't want to piece the paper. I wanted it, you know, to look cohesive. But each one of these, then you have a little, if I can get it open, my fingers, you pull this out, and you can put a photo mat here, a photo mat here, photos in here, and you'll have a little pocket over here that you can put little things in. So each one of those will be like that. And it's magnetic. So we're going to get this page in today. And I think I kind of know. I want to use, where did I lay them? I'm thinking these 3 papers to make the little envelope thingies for the waterfall. And they go really well with the background paper. So that's what we're going to use. Now to make this, get this all out of my way. Get my, yeah. It measures 5.5 by 7 3/4 is your base for this. Your top one, the first one, is going to tuck in your back behind the top. Then you go down 1 inch, and I went, I think it's a 1/2 inch in on each side. Yeah, I went in a 1/2 inch over here and a 1/2 inch over here. And so an inch down and a 1/2 inch on each side in, then another inch down and 1/2 inch in on each side here. And that's perfect for these to tuck in there. Okay. Hey, Vanessa. I hope y'all are doing well today. And please forgive me if I miss saying hi when you come in chat. I'm over here working, my computer's over there, and we all know how it is when we get busy and we forget to look up because we're into what we're doing. All right, now the measurements for the pocket that's going to go in here, I'll give you those. Build it like that, and like I said, the first one goes back behind, and then the others will all tuck in back there, and then they'll lay flat. So that's how we're building that. Okay, so I'm gonna get this one out of my way, and then this is the little insert, and that's all there is to that. Glue it together. So pretty simple. Now let me get my cutter, my trimmer. Can't do anything without my paper trimmer. And I don't think I need to open it for this. So you need 3 of these, and they are 4.5 inches wide. So on your, I'm using an 8.5. I think it's 8.5. Let me check, make certain. Where'd I put it? I'm pretty sure that paper pad is, yeah, it's 8.5 by 11. And like I said, I got it at Hobby Lobby, and it was 60% off. So on your 8.5 that way and your 11 this way, you need the full 11 inches. Okay. You're going to cut it at 4.5. So there's 4.5. And I'm going to go ahead and cut all 3 of them at 4.5. I try not to do too much ahead of time because, you know, some people are new and they don't know exactly what we do, how we do. And if you do albums, it's probably like watching paint dry some days. But, you know, it's just the way it is. We're all at our own level and doing. And okay, so now I need to open this up. So I got to remember I wrote my score marks down. I want to make sure I got them right. So I wrote it down. I want to make sure I wrote them down proper. Let's see. 5/8, 5.5, and 10 and I think it says 3/8. Let me have I got to stand up and look. Yep, 10 3/8. And that's where your score marks are going to be on all 3 of these pieces. So let's get that done. So we need 5/8, which is, get my big head in the way right here. 5.5. Now I could have done these in the black cardstock and then just matted them, but I thought, why waste the cardstock? I can make the pockets out of the same decorative paper and use it that way. And then we need 10 3/8. So we fold now. Go that way. Get my and then the back one flips the other way. That way you got pretty cute. I think they're cute that way. And then we're going to make a thumb pull over here in a second. But let's get all 3 of these cut or scored. So we want 5/8 right there. And I didn't want to use a paper that was directional, you know, because of the fold. I don't want on the back upside down. And then 10 3/8. So let's get the other one. 5/8. I have a hard time seeing these little numbers. I really do. And even glasses don't help when you're at that angle. 5.5. And then 10 3/8. And I'm trying not to go out of shot. I really am. Okay, we got those. Now I can move this for a moment because then we're going to use the pieces. I'm hoping they're big enough. They might not be. Nope, they're not. We're going to have to get out some others for the pockets because I just want to swap around the different ones that go inside, you know. And we still got to ink the edges. And since we're using the black, I'm going to ink them in black and teak them up a little bit. Get rid of that harsh white edge. I just can't deal with that harsh white edge. Okay, there's that one. And let's see, that way and that way. Oops. Look a little off here. Why? Don't know. There we go. Burnish them pretty good. You want that nice fold. And then fold that one back. There we go. So now, where did I lay that little piece? There it is. Let's see, I think we'll put, just going to test them out, make sure everything's right before we glue. And then I think I'm going to use that one in there. And then this one will go up here. And that'll give us our little waterfall. And we got to get our magnets. And I'm debating. I know they have to go on the inside of these guys because I am using the decorative paper, okay? So just know you have to put your magnets, if you're using your decorative paper, you want to put your magnets on the inside of your pockets. So I need to figure out where they're going to go before I glue anything down. So let's see. I can put, I think, one near that edge. And then there'll be another one up there. There'll be another one up there. That'll give me a general idea where back here to put that one. So I think, I know it looks a little odd, but it'll be okay. I promise. It looks odd, but it's okay. Just make sure you're straight when you're getting them ready to go in. So I know this one needs to go there. And what am I going to use to put it in? I think I'm just going to use some Scotch tape to deal with it. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to open this one up. I'm going to catch my magnet. Oh, come on. And then I'm going to cover it with Scotch tape. That way, putting things in and out, it won't get caught. It'll be fine. And I'm going to come back, I think, in a minute and put a glue dot behind here. It'll be fine. Just need to make sure that magnet doesn't go anywhere. So we're going to move that out of the way. Then we're going to open this one up and get my magnet where it goes there. And we got that. Then I'm going to take that one off. And then that magnet's up there. So let's get it on there. Open that one. And get my tape on there. Then on the back here, flip it over. And I'm going to tape that one with some double-sided tape because it's not going anywhere. And since that piece gets glued down on the inside, I like using magnets. I've already got a belly band, Vanessa, in the book, so I don't want another belly band. So, okay. So that's where those are going to go. And we got to punch our thumbnail in here. And I want to make sure when I put it all back, everything lines back up. So I know I didn't shift anything. So far, so good. And then that one on the top. And that's perfect. Looks great. Yep, I like that. They look a little, and it's an optical illusion. I know it is because I did this yesterday too. So it'll be fine. Looks good. And that'll all get glued like that. Now, let me think what I need to do. All right, I'm going, you know, that tape's good. I'm not going to go back and put a thing because it's not going to get stuck. Matter of fact, I'll poke one in to show you. It'll be fine. Yeah. And if it's glued down, yeah, it's not going to get stuck. Goes right in and out just fine. So we need our thumb pulls. And I want to mark them so I know they're all even at the halfway mark. Oops. So I need my ruler. And we're going to, let's see. Oh, we're 1 3/4. 2, and that's 2.5. Not quite 2.5. So right there will be our center. Okay, and then we need this one at not quite 2.5. I think it was 2.5. Yep. Just right about there. It's just maybe a 1/16 of an inch. And then we need this one. It's just over the 3/8, but not quite the half. So, you know, you just kind of got to judge it and it'll be fine. Like I said, it's probably around a 1/16 of an inch. So flip this upside down. I'm not going in real deep. Make sure I'm pretty center. And that looks good. Ooh. So I'm going to use that one. Ha ha ha. So I know I get them all in the exact same spot. I'm going to mark it there. And I'm going to mark that one as well. That way, when they're laying in your book, they all look really nice. Okay. So let's get that punched. And there. Nothing like throwing paper at yourself early, huh? Let's see. The other side. Right there. So they all look nice. Now, we need to glue them together. Make sure your magnet's down. Mine's in there really good. That Scotch tape is really good tape. Let's see. This little bottle has art glitter glue in it, and that's what I'm using. Now make sure that the one on the back is flipped the other way. Don't have it, you know, because you have to have that piece to glue down there. Okay, so one goes forward and one goes back. And I know it's easy to mess it up. I've done it. Just like I said, when you build, if you build this album in the first video, number your pages, because there's 7 pieces to it to build the album, and you do not want to confuse your spines and mess them up. You want to make sure that you have them where they go. Open this one. Let's make sure it's down good. Yep, that looks good. Let's glue this. And as soon as I get these last 2 glued together, while I'm inking the edge, I'm going to catch up with chat. All right, there's that one. And one more. Let me check this. Another scrap. Yay. Yeah, it's down. Not going anywhere. Tell you that much. And by putting the Scotch tape over it, when you slide something in and out, it's not going to get caught because it slides right over that tape. All right. Let's have a look here. That looks good. Right there. Looks nice. Okay. Put my pen back in my glue so it doesn't dry out after I poke myself a couple of times. Let me get caught up with chat. I understand. I know Melinda's already gone. Thank you, Judy. It's a beautiful paper pad. Okay, I back up to where Vanessa was talking about the belly band. And I'll show you, Vanessa. I've already got a belly band right here, and I don't want to put another belly band back here. So, and we're working on this section right now. Okay, now we need to get this inked up, and I'm using the black. And I just want the edge. I'm not going crazy with it, okay? I don't want it up on the pages a lot like we normally, you know, ink up stuff. We just kind of going on the edge because it is a white core, and I don't want that white core. And I did not purposely, I did not close the other side of this. I didn't shut it because if you did happen to put something in there smaller and it got down where you can't see it with the thumb pull, you just open that little side and poke it right out. That, and if you want to put something wider than this in there because you do have a little bit more room, say a photo mat, you can slide it in and out as well. You don't have to do exactly, you know, the norm. But I purposely did not close the other end of that pocket. Because I'm planning on putting a lot of photo mats in these things. got that one. One more. And I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black for my ink. And I always do both sides, just in case. That way I know I didn't miss anything. So it's easy to miss a little edge or a little part of an edge. There we go. All right, that's done. So, got ink on me, of course. I think now I can get these glued in to this. So we're going to put that on top. Let's see. This will be the next one. I just want to get them glued in. Okay. So, take my glue. This album I got inspired by, I think it's Graphic 45's Night Before Christmas was where it, kind of started. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one in here. Might need to ink that edge a little bit. Looks a little, might have forgot it. Looks a little forgotten. There we go. Sorry if I'm out of frame. Okay, then we're going to you go down in there. And make sure you're where you need to be. Okay, let me check. Yep, that looks good. Looks nice. All right, so now let's flip this over and get you glued in. Okay. So far, we're nice and straight. We look good. And this one has to go up here. We want to make sure we've got it on straight. And it looks good. I'm thinking I look a little off right there. Let's see. Oops. Nope. That's it. Let's get our glue on here. And that's another thing I like about this album, these pages. You kind of build them before you put them in. So if you mess up, you're not messing up your whole album, because you can take, you don't have it in there to glue down till you're done, pretty much. So that one now, let's get this in here, and it gets glued right in here. And I'm centering it in that middle, top, bottom, left, right, and it'll be right there. And then we'll make the little inserts for it. Okay, so let's get it down. Good old Fabri-Tac. And be careful, you know, getting your glue up here. Don't go in your slots because you don't want it smashing out the other side, okay? Because it'll get your pages. You don't want that. So just be very gentle around your opening, okay? Don't glob it. Be careful coming down your edge. Like I said, be real careful where your cutouts are, because you don't want it going through that hole and coming out on the front on the other side and messing up your decorative paper. I have a feeling my Fabri-Tac and me today are going to argue just by the way it's coming out. So we'll see. We're not going to be friends today, I don't think. And that's okay. We don't have to be friends all the time. Oh yeah, we're going to get our lid back on so it doesn't explode on us. Now I am going to stand up. Hopefully I don't get my head in the frame. So I want it centered, top, side, side. How's that look? Little there. I think we look good. Okay, so let's pop those up. And let's get this down. So you didn't want your glue coming through your pockets on one of these and attaching your thing. So you have to be careful. You want it glued down, but you don't want the glue coming out on that. And it would be really easy to accidentally, you know, get too much there if you're not careful. All right. Got that nice magnet click. Okay, now we got to build our inserts. And like I said, they'll slide right in and be just fine. So cute. I got it sideways. Goes this way. Yep. Yep. See? Perfect. So let's get those built. And then we start with our decorative paper. All right, I need one of these. So we're going to use the same patterns, not in each. You can put the same pattern in each. I'm going to kind of mix them up. Hey, Ray, honey, how are you? I'm sorry if I missed you when you first came in. I didn't use that one. I used that one. And where's the one with the postcards? I know that's there. It is. That one. Or you can use something totally different. I'm just using, you know, the same, but I'm going to shuffle them around for the pockets. And these need to be 4 3/4 wide, and they are 11 inches long to begin with. So, Graphic 45 on there. She used 12 by 12 paper, and I didn't have 12 by 12 that I wanted to use. So I modified the measurements. The pockets are the same depth and everything. I just changed a little bit, I think, on the folds. where, you know, it goes behind and it connects. I think I changed these a little bit, the measurement on these. That's the only thing I changed. So I could use an 11 instead of a 12. Okay. Doing pretty good. I'm good. Okay. We need, what did I do? I don't remember. I mean, 4 3/4. Okay. So we need to cut this at 4 3/4. And I'm going to cut all 3 of them, and then we'll come back and score them. So there's 1. And we got to ink them up and all that good stuff, you know. 4 3/4. And 4 3/4. I know I talk to myself a lot when I'm crafting. That one's got a little nidge missing out of the corner. I don't like that. Put it to the other side. And a slit. There we go. Okay. Get my scraps over here. And now we got to open up. And I'm going to check with this one to make certain where I did my score marks to begin with. Okay, it's got to be this end. 4 and, what is that, 5/8? Yeah, 4 5/8. And 9 and, okay. 9 1/4. And 4 5/8. So we need 4 5/8 and 9 1/4. And we'll fold it and make sure we're right. Yep. And then this will fold up. And that'll give us our cute little insert. And I'm probably going to add some coffee dyed paper in here real quick. It won't take long to do that. So it just looks better, you know. So there's that one. So 4 5/8. And 9 1/4. And I'll probably wait and do it off camera. It's just, you know, one of those things you do. There's that one. Because I need to coffee dye some more paper anyway for our little journal that's going in the belly band that we have. So I'll just coffee dye a few extra little pieces and we'll insert them in here, and then we'll glue our pockets down. And that'll work. Okay, get this out of the way. We can stick those in. We've got that finished. Like I said, we're moving right along. So if I put How should we do this? You slid in my trimmer. Sure did. There we go. It slid. I know what it did. Hang on a second. Y'all ever have that problem? It slides a little bit. There we go. Come on. Yeah, that's all it did. There we go. You'll be fine. Okay, so that's the side. And I'm thinking I want to put that one in back here. And we're going to put this one in here. And then I'm going to put this one in here. See, they slide in really nice. So there you go. Got our waterfall. And you can put a photo back here, or you could put another piece of coffee dyed paper, or just leave it and use it for journaling space. Now, the next thing is we're putting in extra pages here. The original that they did, the 40 graphic 45, they just left this, and this is what they had, you know. They didn't even have the belly band. She just had another piece of paper, and I thought that's perfect spot to put a cute little belly band, right? Because you got plenty of room in here. So I added in like this. So what these are, actually 2 pieces, and they are measured at, this one is 7 3/4 by 10 1/2. But now listen to me, don't cut this until you do your score marks. It's easier because since you have to cut it down from the 11 to the 10 1/2 to get your 1/4 of an inch in here for your little, you know, gusset. It's easier if you just leave it at the 11 inches long, because this one's 11. Okay, you're only taking off that much. See? So leave it 11. You can go ahead and cut the width this way to your 7 3/4 if you want. But you'll want to score at your center is 5 1/2 before you cut to your 10 1/2 at your 11 inches. You'll want to score 1/8 of an inch on each side of that 5 1/2 mark, and that'll give you your 1/4 of an inch. Then go back, after you do that, then go back and cut, what did I cut off? I cut 1/4 of an inch off of each side. 1/4 of an inch here and 1/4 of an inch here. And that's perfect, because once you put it in your bigger piece, if you didn't cut it down, it would do that stick out thing, and you don't want that. Now this one is 11 inches wide, 7 3/4 tall, and your half mark is at 5 1/2. You want to score 3/8 of an inch on this side of that 5 1/2 mark, and 3/8 of an inch on this side of that half mark, you know, your 5 1/2 mark, and that'll give you your spine. And I don't even remember what it is. I think it's 3/4. Yeah, it's 3/4 of an inch. And that way you don't have to do a lot of figuring. Then I open this up and I find my center of my 3/4 of an inch, and I mark here and I mark here because I have a 1/4 of an inch here, and I want to glue that down in there, but I want it to be straight, okay? And you're going to have about a 1/4 of an inch over here and a 1/4 of an inch over here. Hang on, I got a scam calling. Let me get rid of it. There it is. So I hope that makes sense. Did you show the process of the waterfall? Yes, I did, Dawn. It's real easy, honey. We're friends on Facebook Messenger. If you go back and watch the video and you didn't understand something, private, video call me and I'll show it to you and explain it to you. Okay, Dawn? Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're getting put together. So I'm going to put glue, and I'm using wet glue because I don't have any little 1/4 of an inch tape. And I'm just using a little wet glue down through here. Don't put too much. You don't want it squirting out everywhere, but you want enough to hold. Matter of fact, anybody, if you all have any question, and you find me on Facebook, I'm Joetta Pashon on Facebook. I live in Blythe, Georgia, and you are more than welcome to message me, and I will help you. Okay, I'm probably going to get my big head in the way again because I want to line up. I'm there, and I'm there. Right there. And I know if I'm level up here, I'll be level down here. I have my about 1/4 here and a 1/4 here. And I slid it. Did you see it? I slid. I sure did. I slid it. Come on, glue. Grab for me, baby. Right there. Make sure I'm flat and down. And we're good. Right there. And I'm going to leave it sit for a second. I'm going to take a drink of my juice. And let's see. I'll write it on here for y'all because maybe you'll be able to see it. That's my name on Facebook. Just Joetta Pashon. Y'all can send me a friend request and I'll help you do. I have no problem doing that. Well, thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. I don't know how to do links and all that, you guys. I am really technologically illiterate. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm friends with Vanessa on Facebook and Dawn, Ray. We all chit chat. Thank you, Vanessa. I hope, somebody gets inspired or, a little help somewhere. There we go. And I'm not worried about where I wrote all over these pages because I'm going to line them anyway, and it'll be fine. That looks good. Okay. Now, we got to glue this in. Like I said, the original mini waterfalls. However, the one you did here looks very sturdy. Most awesome. Yeah. Well, now, Dawn, I got inspired by Graphic 45, The Night Before Christmas album that they did. And they did the waterfall like that. I didn't have 12 by 12 paper I wanted to use, so I had to do some modifications to the the measurements because I wanted to be able to use 8.5 by 11 for my album. I didn't have the 12 by 12. And it's like, even here, I'll show you guys. I have a seam here, I have a seam here, and I have a seam here. So, because I don't like when you have to join pages together, I don't like having a seam in the middle of my back page or the middle of my front. You know, I like my seams to be on my spines. And like I said, they had 12 by 12. So they had a seam over in here and another seam over in here. And I was like, no, I want my seam. So this page, yeah, this one is an 8.5 by 11. And then this one under here, this page, I cut down to 7.5 by 11. Then where this one attaches here, it's another 8.5 by 11. And then where it joins here, it was a 5 by 11. That way I didn't have seams, you know, they're on the spines. That's just how I am. I like them that way. And sometimes you got to do a little measuring and redo stuff. Okay, this, they didn't do this. They just, you know, this is going to go in here, right there. So I'm going to put one row of tape, my double-sided tape, and then I'm going to use wet glue. Yeah, it's strong. Yes, Vanessa, I'll be more than happy to teach you how to make an album in private. I have no problem doing that, honey. Albums are easy. To me, it's decorating them that is hard. And I know that sounds funny. I would rather build an album as to decorate it. I love the freedom of building it. You know, you don't have to do anything exact. I'm going to set this out of my way for a sec. So I can get that down. Might be able to get 2 pieces of tape back here. Yay. Without going over the spine. But yeah, Vanessa, just private message me and I'll be more than happy to help you, honey. We're all here to help one another. Okay, make sure I'm not on my fold. I'm not. Yay. All right. Right there. Okay, now let's get that burnished down. All right, see, I'm not over my edge. That's what I want to make sure. And we're burnished. Let's take this off. Now I am going to use a little glue stick down through here. No, I'm not. I'm going to use wet glue. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because it'll give me that tiny bit of wiggle room because I want it, you know, in the center, but if I get it down and that tape sticks, it's just there. Well, Dawn, I'll help you, honey, if that's what you're saying. I don't mind. They're easy to build. The hardest thing is measurements. And like I said, before I started building albums, I knew an inch, I knew the half inch, I knew the quarter. I didn't know the eighth, the 16th, the 32nds, you know, all that kind of stuff. I understand, Vanessa. Okay, let me set this over here a sec so I can get my book back out. Now, this little spine. It's 3/4 of an inch. And I want to, this is hard to see, you guys. Let's see if I move that one over. It gives me a little more. Right about there. Oops. Come on, scooch up. How am I down here? Need to scooch over. Right there. Okay, I think we got it. How's that look? Let's see. Are we off our spine? We are. Yay. We have room. We're not on our spine there. Let's check here. Oh, we're way off. We're good. Yay. Actually, right there. And that looks good. So that gives us 8 more pages to add some more photo mats. You could add pockets. You could do whatever you want in here. Okay. So I'll show y'all what we got so far. You have your belly band here. I love that belly band. And we're going to make a little journal to go in here. Then when you open this side here, it flips open here. And it's not that it's hard to flip open. My fingers are dry and not working. My, dry skin from so much paper. And anyway, this one comes down. That one goes up. This one comes down. This one goes up. And there's your base. You can put a photo there even. And all of these are in behind this base page. So they're really in there. You're not worried about it coming and glued off the top. So put this one back. And then you got the 4 that we just put in, and they'll be decorated. And then you got our waterfall, and you can put a photo here. You got the 3 little fold outs, and like I said, I'm going to line these with coffee dyed paper before I glue that down, and they'll be fine. And I can do that off camera. Y'all be fine. They're all 3 like that. And the reason I did not glue this edge over here, say you have some more photo mats and you want to tuck in, and they're wider, you've got extra room, you can tuck out a little bit and you're still not hitting your spine. So it doesn't matter. You're not stuck with just this. And if you glue this edge, these stick out a little bit more, and I like them kind of flat, but that's up to you. Then this side is really plain and simple. It opens that way, it opens that way, and you have a pocket in here. And the only reason I left this one is so simple is by the time this goes here and you have your little journal in here, you have to think that's gonna take up a lot of space. So, and that's it. And we're getting nice and full. Can you see? And like I said, right, you're going to have your belly band with your journal in this section here. And of course, adding the decorative paper and the decorations and your photos is going to plump it up some more. So you don't want to overfill, and you want plenty of room for photo mats. If you have more decoration than you have photo mats, you don't have a photo album. You have a decorative album. Yep, there are magnets in there. I'm not sure if they still have it going on, but craftchameleon.com, they were $7.19 when you put them in your buggy, but then when you go to check out, they were less than $3, I think $2.88 for like 50 magnets. Let me look real quick and I'll show you. Hang on just a second. Oh, come on. Craft Chameleon. Come. And that's where I got my double-sided tape from too. And it's really reasonable. I bumped that. Let's see. Magnets. They're out of the magnets. They are sold out. Well, yeah, they're sold out of them. They've got, still have the magnet savers, but they are sold out of the magnets. So, but they're good magnets. So that's where I've always got mine. I don't know where else to tell you to be able to get some. Yeah, these magnets are super strong. I mean, I done a video of how strong are the magnets from Craft Chameleon, and you can go back and look. I think I had 8 pieces of 110-pound cardstock and some 65-pound tags, and it was still holding it all together in between 2 little magnets. So they are strong. I love my magnets. I ordered, God, 1,200 of them while they were on sale. They are very flat. I'm trying to see, can you tell how flat that is? And they're 1/2 inch round. So, and I think, what did they say? Millimeter, I can't remember. Marina might know, and she's not in here right now. But yeah, they are strong. I mean, even through, and that is 50-point chipboard, and it's still going through where those magnets are and holding. So that's pretty good. All right, guys. We got that all in, and I've been on here probably for at least an hour, haven't I? I would imagine I've been on for about an hour, or at least. So I'm going to get off since we got everything in. And then tomorrow, we're going to start adding our decorative papers. That'll give this time to dry, and it'll give me a chance to get my coffee dyed paper ready. Like I said, we're going to use this for our waterfall, and it'll look really pretty in there. It goes good with both. So we're just going to kind of fold it in half and add our pages, and that'll be our waterfall. I'll trim equal amounts top and bottom so we don't lose all of the pine cones. So that's what we're going to do with that. And I still have my granddaughter here. Her and Mom are going to go play bingo later. And we've got to do lunch yet. So I'm going to get off and go on with the rest of my day. But like I said, I'll be back tomorrow at noon. And we will start doing the pages, get them done. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But Dawn, if you get a hold of me this evening, or and Vanessa, and you need help, they're going to be gone. So the house will be kind of quiet. I'm hoping hubby works late tonight, and I'll help you with whatever you need. So everybody stay safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.